Hey guys, how's it going? I am super excited because I got a Mighty Hoop, my very first one. If you're new here, and you're all new here because this is a brand new channel and I have like 4 subscribers. My name is Kelly and I have a sewing and embroidery business as well as a fabric business. It's kind of dark in here. I usually do my videos during the day, but the day kind of got away from me. It's been a bit crazy. I had a order that had to go out today, and I could not get the blank to save my life. It's been kind of tricky. I don't know what's going on. So ARB is super slow if you order embroidery blanks, and I'm not judging. It's a weird time. COVID is weird. Shipping is weird. UPS is weird. It's Christmas, whatever. But I had like a gown and then some white shirts I needed. So I ordered from ARB last week. It hasn't even fulfilled yet. Like they haven't even got it ready for shipping yet, which is so unusual. Like it's usually like I order it and then a day or two later it ships out. So luckily I was smart enough, and Love That Cotton is here in Texas and I'm in Texas. So I ordered from them like the next day, kind of the same order. So it has arrived. So I was able to get that gown. I had a gown that had to ship out today. I got that done. I was really happy to have that off my list. But on Saturday, I got my brand new Mighty Hoop. So I thought we'd take a look at it and see, if you look online, it's life-changing. So I'm hoping that it's life-changing. I had bought, I think last year at this time, I wanted the Mighty Hoop. And it was a little, I don't know, I guess I didn't want to wait for shipping or whatever. So I bought the ones that the magnetic hoops that my local sewing machine shop had. I don't know what they're called. Dime maybe, or something like that. Y'all, they are not good. Let me grab them. Hang on. So yeah, I'm not here to judge anyone. So these are the two I got last year, and they just, so when I was at the shop, I asked, and there were like ladies in line to pay, and they were like, oh my God, they're awesome. Like, okay, well then I'll just get those. I don't know. They're not awesome for applique. They're a pretty strong magnet, but I haven't used my Mighty Hoop yet, but like if I did this with my Mighty Hoop, it would snap my damn fingers off. And these don't do that. I mean, maybe for quilting or for just regular embroidery, but not for applique, because I've used them and then I take them off the machine, and this part, see how easy it kind of shifts? It shifts and then your applique is all off. So I've only used them a couple times. I'm going to try to sell them. That's a raving review, huh? Buy these. They suck. But people love them, so they must be okay for certain things, but they're not great for applique shirts. So all that to say, this year I splurged. Apparently this is my buying season, and I got the Mighty Hoop. So tonight, whatever, and there goes that one. There really goes that one. So I have not hooped on this yet. I'm nervous. I've watched tons of videos over the years, and I know how it works and I know what you should do, but I kind of have a system with my easy frames and my sticky stabilizer that works, and so it's always kind of like nerve-wracking to try something new and different. I did buy, where is it? I did get the thingy that helps hold your stabilizer in, and I don't see. Oh, there it is. Y'all, this room is seriously out of control. It was such a busy day. Like, I had ornaments that had to go out. I had that gown. I've got some shirts, which is not a bad problem to have. I'm still not really as busy as I'd like to be. But this room is out of control. But anyway, I bought this too, which is like the thing that holds the stabilizer in as you hoop, which is supposed to be good. I don't know. I kind of tried it for a second, and I don't know that my stabilizer is as big as it needs to be, but we're going to try it out and see. So let me take you over to the machine and show you how I'm going to hoop a shirt and hope it works. Okay, so here's the Mighty Hoop and my stabilizer. I feel like the stabilizer should be a little bit bigger. I bought some pre-cut sheets, but I think it's going to be okay. And like I said, I also bought the thingy that holds your stabilizer down for you. I mean, in theory, the hoop does that because the magnets are so strong, but I think for shirts, this is a good idea. Maybe for other things, I wouldn't necessarily need this, but just because I'm a newbie with the Mighty Hoop, it seemed like a good idea. So let's see if we can do this and how easy it's gonna be. So you take these two apart, I know that much. And it is definitely strong. And then you put your stabilizer on top. And then this clicks it down. Again, I sort of feel like maybe bigger stabilizer would be better. But I don't know yet. All right, so I'm gonna tighten that up a little bit. Whoa, sorry. So that's probably fine. I'm just gonna go with it. And then, okay, so I have a shirt, and I didn't get, oh, I know what I was gonna say. So I gave some serious thought to ironing it in half, like I do all my shirts, to get the center line. Well, and I kind of did, and then I went back and got rid of it because it was a little off. But, you know, these Mighty Hoops are supposed to be life-changing, super easy. So I'm gonna assume, I mean, when you watch other people do it, they literally like slap it in there and go. So I'm hoping that's how it works. And also it fits inside here to where the edges kind of line up with the seams of the shirt. So I figure as long as I've got my seams lined up, it should be pretty well centered. I don't want to come down that far. That's the other thing, is I'm not really sure. I've got to do 2 of these shirts, and they're for sisters, so I want them to come down. You know, I usually come down about 1 inch, and I want them to match. So I'm not really sure with the Mighty Hoop how you know for sure that, because I'm about to cover up the neckline, although I guess I could come up here a little bit. And then if I just line my other shirt up the same way, I should be in the right spot. So my seams look pretty good. We're kind of there. So now we're going to take our top hoop, and your warning sign goes to the top. I know that. So we're going to flip it this way. And then, whoops. I don't know, was that good? So I also see people pull the bottom and the sides to get it just a little bit tighter. You can kind of see where like I said, I had pressed this before. It does look pretty centered. And again, I guess if with my other shirt, if I always make it a habit of lining up this with the very top, then I think my placement will always be the same. So then you got to come in here and you got to take off the thing you used for your stabilizer because it's now being held by the magnets. So I'm going to take that out. And then, yeah, I mean, it is pretty tight like a drum, so I'm impressed so far. Again, I guess it just depends on if we get a centered design, although just looking at it right now, I mean, it certainly looks like we're centered here. So this is the design I'm gonna do. Whoops, no, it's not there. The design is milk and cookies. So we'll take it over to the machine and see what we end up with. All right, the last stitches, moment of truth. So far, so good. You know, the hoop comes off and the applique all went fine. Like, it didn't seem to shift or anything as I took it off and cut. But let's take a look. Okay, moment of truth. It looks kind of crooked to me all of a sudden, but I guess we're about to find out. I have another one of these shirts just in case. Oh my gosh, these are so hard to get apart. Let's see. Okay. Well, I think I'm such a messy cutter that I get fuzz all over it, but let's see. Looks pretty good, I think. There is quite a bit of hoop burn, which I don't get with my Mighty Hoops. The only thing, so there's a couple things as I was sewing it out that I not necessarily didn't like, but that were certainly different than my fast frames. I think I said Mighty Hoops a minute ago, but I usually use, well, not fast frames, the easy frames. For one, with the Mighty Hoop, and this isn't criticism necessarily, but with the Mighty Hoop, the arm of the machine goes through the top, whereas with my easy frames, I usually do it like this, and which I could still do with the Mighty Hoop, but it is kind of nice to have the design facing me. The only thing I didn't like was that a couple times I panicked, like, oh my gosh, did I really get it in the hole? Because this hole is so much smaller than down here. The other thing I did not like, which is actually a complaint, is that, let me get the top of my hoop. So when it's hooped, and this was kind of up towards the top, I thought it was kind of hard in some spots to really get my scissors in there because this is so high up. Whereas again, with my easy frames, they're totally flat. And so it's easier to get in there with the scissors. Now, I have pretty big hands and maybe these aren't the best scissors, and that maybe I can find some, you know, those kind that are really have like 2 bends in them. Maybe I need to invest in some of those, but that was really the only thing I didn't like about it. I guess it still remains to be seen as if it's, you know, to whether or not it's life-changing. But I'm gonna cut, you know, it still needs to be pressed, and then I need to cut off the stabilizer, and then maybe I'll decide. I'm certainly going to use it. It saves me stabilizer because with the fast frames, I have to use sticky stabilizer and then a no-show poly mesh on the back. So this, you know, it's just the one piece, so it's less stabilizer. The sticky stabilizer is kind of expensive, so that alone probably makes it worth it. I just got to get used to it. But anyway, thanks for stopping in and checking it out. That's kind of my review and first time use of a Mighty Hoop, and I will talk with you guys later. Bye.